want to thank God for being with me to make it here this morning. As He knows, I just do not like snowy roads, and it's pretty bad up there, but I thank God that He helped me to get here. And today we're going to be in Isaiah 43. Verse 18 and 19. Remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall you not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. So, the day of night watch service, he gave me this. We need to let go of the past. We need to. I'm not talking about good memories or what have you. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about things that we should have, could have, would have done that we didn't. We need to let that go. We can't live in the past, just like in the days of Lot. They told him, do not look back. She decided she wanted to look back because she was more worried what was in her past, which was behind her, than what was forward. So she turns into a pillar of salt. Everybody knows this. But he wants us to step out of the old, which is the past, and step into the new of what he's wanting to do. He's wanting to do new things. He's wanting us to go forward. He's wanting us to trim our lanterns. He's wanting us to store up the oil because we're going to need it for this year. There's things coming, yes, good things, good and bad things. But we need to store up. And we need to be ready for it. We need to listen. This is a year of listening. And we need to listen to God. He's going to give us things that we need to do. And we can't say, well, I should have done that, or I could have done that, or what if? Well, you're not going to change nothing from the past. I don't care how much you could have, should have, would have. You're not going to change it. So we need to let the past go. And we need to move forward to the higher mark. We need to move forward to the eternity of where you want to spend your life. And we can do it from this day forward. We can do what we're supposed to do. We need to listen. If he tells you to go somewhere, go. Don't say, well, Lord, can I go tomorrow? It's snowy outside, and you know how I am on these roads. No, go. He will make a way. He will take care of you in that time of where you need to go and what you need to say and what you need to do. We need to get trust in God. People's lost their trust in God. And they're doing on their own will what they want to do, when they want to do it, and how they want to do it. God's saying, you need to get in His will. God's saying, this day forward, we need to be in His will, doing what He needs us to do, because there's people out here that needs us. I don't care if they come to church all the time. There's still people that need you. Them people still need you. And if you're not listening to God, say, well, they're there every Thursday, Sunday, Monday, whatever your church service is, they're still there. It don't matter. There's things that they go through. We need to be, for our church people, and I'm not just talking about this church, I'm talking about any church. If God sends you to them, you need to go to them. Because there's something right then that they need. And what if we don't go and something happens to them? Well, Lord, I didn't know they was going to die. Well, I told you to go then, he says. I told you to go then. Because he knows they're dying. He knew they was dying. But no, we don't know all things. But he does, and he tells us what we need to do at that time. And I'm guilty of that. I'm not sitting up here throwing it at you all. I'm guilty just the same. He tells me to do something. I'm like, Lord, you know, and you miss that opportunity, and then something happens, and there you are. Well, I should have, or I should have said that, or I should have done that, or get out of it. He says to get out of it. Go forth. Get out of that. Because there's people coming, and it might not just be to here. It might be anywhere you're at, people's coming to you. And you got to know right then what to say to them or what to do. And it ain't all about money. It ain't all about money. So don't sit and think, well, Lord, I don't have no money. Or it's not all about that. It's about a word, a kind word, or something that they need to hear at that moment. Because there could be people that's on the verge of ending it all. And there's spirit going around right now that it hits these people, and they do it. But if God sends you to these people, you could stop that. You could stop that spirit from making them do what they're thinking of doing. So we need to get in tune, and we need to listen, and we need to pray. God, where would you have me to go today? What would you have me to do today? Who do you want me to go see today? We got to listen, and when he tells you, don't just brush it off like it's yourself, because it's not. Don't brush it off. We tend to want to brush things off. Well, we have tomorrow. Do we? Do we honestly know that? Unless God completely comes and tells you, well, they've got until next Saturday, go in between that time right there, and it'll be okay. We don't get that. We don't get the time that we're going to leave or they're going to leave. But it's like he couldn't stress enough about getting out of the past. People's always, just like a plow. If you was to take a plow and a horse in front of you, you're looking back, what kind of roads are you going to have? It's going to be a mess. And that's what our lives is, because we're wanting to stay in the past. We're wanting to look back of what was and what could have been and what should have been and what is. We need to get out of it. He says get out of it. Step in this year looking forward on him and listening to him, because we might not have much time to do his work. And he says to work while it's daylight, because the dark is coming. It's starting to fall. And if you could only reach one person, it's worth it. Because do you not want everybody else to make heaven their home? I do. I don't want to see nobody lost and undone and go to hell. I don't want nobody. But we got to get about the Father's business. We've been lollygagging too long. We've been playing the fiddle too long. And it's all about me. All about me. That's all you hear. Well, if I could. Did God tell you to do that? No. So let whoever God tells do it. Don't jump in front of them acting like you're Almighty God, because we're not. We need to get about his business. This is serious. It's very serious now. We need to quit diddly-dabbling in and out. We need to stop it. We need to stop dilly-dabbling around, because there is no time. There is no time to be doing this. And I'm telling you, I'm too scared to dilly-dabble. I'm scared to death, because I'm afraid of what would happen. What if I dabbled out? He says, no more. Then there I am. I've done made hell my eternal home, because I wouldn't listen. I don't want to be rebellion. There's a lot of rebellion in this world. Everywhere you go, people are rebelling because they don't want to hear what you say. If it's not suiting their fancy, they don't want to hear you. And I've learned this. If you talk the talk that they want you to talk, they'll sit and listen to you all day long and be happy for you. But as soon as you start talking what you need to be talking, what God says to talk, they don't want to hear you. They brush you off. Oh well, if they walk off, they walk off, but you pursued it. You tried. So we need to try harder. We need not to browbeat them, not to condemn them. We're not the judge. Like I told somebody at work the other day, I'm not the judge. I don't sit in that seat, and I don't want that seat. I'm not going to judge you, because they was condemning themselves of what they done around me, and I'm like, I'm not the judge, so, I mean, God's the judge. You need to talk to him about it, not me, because I don't sit there, and I'm not going to sit there. I don't want to sit there. That's a big calling, and I sure don't want that. But we got to love people. And people can tell if you love them or not by your actions, by the way you talk to them, by the way you do when you're around them. They can tell. You might think you have it hid, but I'm telling you, action speaks louder than words. And if you're not showing them, and if you're not talking good to them, then they can tell that. And they lose their trust in you. And they won't listen to you. Have you ever had somebody that won't listen to you? I'm sure you have. You got kids that don't want to listen because they know better than we do. Because I had the same, which they still like that. But, you know, that hurts. When you tell somebody to do something and they just look at you like you're crazy and they're not going to do it, how do you think God feels when we don't want to listen to him? When he tells us, he knows best, we don't. When he tells you to go to that person because that person needs somebody right then, because our heart is shattered, and you say, well, I've got a family. I've got kids. They need to go here, they need to go there, they need to... He says, that's not what I'm telling you. I need you to go to this person because they need you. Because you got the word. We just brush him off. We need to get serious. We need to get serious. I need to get serious. Because I want heaven to be my home. And if I am rebellion don't go to heaven. And that's rebellion if we don't want to listen. If we want to do it our way, our time, when I get a minute, whenever I don't have to do this. There's all kinds of excuses. We need to stop it. I need to stop it. And I need to do whatever the Father tells me to do then. He'll make a way for us. But the Satan will come to you and try to scare you to not do it. Because he knows when you get a hold of, you go talk to that person, it's going to plant a seed in them. It's going to touch them. He don't want that. He don't want nobody to be happy. He wants us to be miserable just like him. Well, the past makes us miserable. I know there's good things that's happened. That's totally not what I'm talking about. But the should-have, could-haves, and would-haves makes you miserable. Because you can't change what you could have, should have done. You cannot change that. And you can't bring it to your present and try to make it work out better. Because that's in your past. We got to leave it back there. So today, get yourselves in tune with God. I need to get myself in tune with God. I need to listen to where he needs me to go, what he needs me to do. Because I want to be the willing vessel. I want to be that willing vessel. And I want to do my Father's business. And we say at any cost, right? Sometimes it's putting things off that you could get to later. To do what he needs us to do right then. So if you find yourself keep going in the past, ask him to help you. I have. That he needs to help me get out of the past. because I carried the past with me too long. I've carried it all my life. Because when you get hurt in the past, it stays with you. It's like cancer eating at you all the time. But I had to ask him, Father, help me to get rid of this past because I don't know how. I'll be honest with you, I don't know how. And he'll help you get rid of it. He'll help you mend the broken pieces that you have in you. He will help mend it. I'm a witness of that. Because there was shattered pieces, but he mends them. If you let him. If you let him. That's the key word, is if you are willing and let him do it. Because he's not just going to come in and automatically do it for you. You got to be willing. You got to ask. Don't be ashamed to ask if you don't know nothing. Or if something you don't know. And he'll help you with it. He'll show you. He is a good Father. And he's wanting the best for every one of us. He's wanting the best. He don't give you half dues or not dues at all. He gives you the best when he gives it to you. And that's what he's wanting, is for you to give him the best, which is all of you. Not some of you, not maybe one day a week of you or whatever. He's wanting whole you, your whole heart, your whole mind, your whole soul, and your whole attention to him. Because we want to get distracted of our terms of when we want to do it. He wants it. He wants all of you. So can we not give him all of us? Is there things holding us back? Let it go today. Let every bit of it go today. And give him all of you. Because I'm telling you, when you do, it's such a joy. You got such peace. And you feel so much love for everybody you come around. Even the ones that wants to aggravate you to death. You still got love for them. You love their soul. You might not like their actions, but you love their soul. You get all this. You get the peace. You're not in your mind. I know a lot of us has this mind stuff, that ADHD mind is what they told me I had. Not my body form because I'm slow, but my mind is ADHD. It's constantly going. I could be talking and I'll be thinking of other things while I'm talking. He eases that. Your life don't feel like a whirlwind constantly when you focus on him and you give him the attention. You don't have all that going on. It's a calm in that storm. Because when your mind does that, it is like a storm, constantly. But if you focus on him, he calms that. And what a peace you feel. What a peace. And I thank God for that peace, because it's been all my life. This has been going on. And it's such a peace and the calmness. So why would we not? Why would we not want that in our life? So today, like I said, if you find yourself going back in the past of what ifs, what could have been, what should have been, what I should have said, what I should have done, all them, let that go. Because it's in the past. Don't bring it with you in this year. Don't bring it with you, because we got other things that needs to be done in this year. There's a table that's been spread for years now. He says you need to come and eat. You need to get full. You need to get fat off what's on this table. Because sooner or later it's going to be gone. You're not going to be able to come and eat and drink or be merry or whatever at this table no longer. Because it's going to be gone. But it's here now. And you need to come. And you need to fill up for what is coming. And what you're going to endure. You need to come today. You need to stay at this table while it's here. And you need to feast. I'm not just saying here, at home too, you can steal. But it's here still. You could see it, it's spread, and it's got everything you need on this table. There's so many things that's on this table that's before you that you can eat from. If you need encouragement, it's there. If you need happiness, it's there. If you need peace, it's right there. All you got to do is come and go before Him and ask Him, Lord, give me the peace I need. Give me the strength I need. Give me the words I need. It's all there. And He's offering it to you. He's offered it to you every night that you're here. He's offered it to you. But people seem that they don't want to take it. People don't want to take it. I don't understand why. I'm going to start taking it because I need to get myself together and be ready for what He needs me to do. So come today. Fill up. There is no limit. Just like at a buffet bar. It's here. There is no limit. Eat until you're full, until you're satisfied. Until you got what you need to carry you through this week. And then next week, if it's still here, we can do it for another week. But we've got to get prepared. We got to focus. We got to focus on Him. Get your eyes off the world and what somebody should be doing or what somebody shouldn't be doing. That's none of our business. Or what they should do or what anybody else but you should be doing. Quit worrying about everybody else. God will take care of everybody else. We need to quit worrying about them. And we need to focus on Him and focus on us to improve ourselves. That's if you want to make heaven your home. So come today. Fill up. Get all that you need. And I'm sure I'm not the only one in the boat that needs things. I'm sure I'm not. And if I am, praise God, I'm going to get full. But come. And He just keeps saying that. Come. Come today. Fill it up. Because He needs you. He needs you to do His work. He needs you to go and talk to people. He needs you to go and just sit and listen to someone. He needs you. And listen for what He tells you to do. Don't just go on your own thinking, well, I can help. No, that don't help. If you go on your own, it don't help. But do His will and what He needs you to do today. And for the rest of the week. For the rest of our lives here, we need to do it. So come today. If everybody find them a place to pray.